But I can honestly say that I've never had a bad experience changing coaches. Like, in all honesty, it's how I describe it is not that I've had heaps, but it's like it's just a new chapter in the book. And I'll always be grateful for everything that I took off the person. And I think a lot of people stay with coaches. I think not enough people look at this as a business transaction. And I think too many people stay with the coaches they're at because of loyalty or teammates, or that I think so much of today's society is wanting this sense of belonging. And, it's almost this tribal universal village. And I think people stay for that reason. And look, for the majority of power lifters who don't ever want to be elite athletes, they don't desire to, or without sounding funny, might not have the ability or talent to be, they're probably perfectly fine. But I think I always find it interesting. Like, I've watched so many people in my career change coaches, and I think other than maybe one or two, it's always been a positive. Like, it's always been a positive decision. Yeah. Mm.
Why do you think it's how come you think it's so positive? Like, let's think about it through. Do you think it's just a novelty? Is it really a case of like just different people walking different parts of the journey together, and maybe at different times in your life, you're just not quite aligned with different people and the way they
Yep.
want to get there? Yeah.
I think that sometimes it's a bit of a combination of all of those things. I think sometimes, like, saying the honeymoon period's over is probably
Mm.
quite a wide range to say it, but I think that there comes a point in your relationship where, like, it's the novelty, I guess, has worn off. You're at a point where you're probably both becoming complacent in your relationship. And I think maybe there's often some frustration, or there's other factors that come into it too. Like, I've seen a lot of, I guess, probably one of the biggest factors I see of athletes leaving coaches is they don't feel valued, and value comes in all
Mm.
different forms. Value can be, I don't feel I'm getting value for my money. Like, I'm paying X and I don't feel like I'm getting what I pay. And value could be, I don't feel like this person, like, even socially values me or sees me as an important part of their team. So I think that can be, like, those lines can become very blurred too in that relationship. And I think that, one of the biggest things I can say is you really do have to treat coaching like it's a business transaction, and it's no different from paying someone to paint your bathroom. If you get someone in to paint your bathroom and you're like, hey, I've got a bathroom, how much is it going to cost to paint this? I want it blue and I want all the trim white, and that's what I want it done, and I want it done by the end of, next month. If you go home and your bathroom's green and it's got, black trim, and it took them 3 months to do it and it's a shit job, you'd have no hesitation in sacking that painter. But it's like, why do we as athletes go, but my coach has just got a lot on and they're really busy, and, like, I don't know, like, it's
Oh
just.
my goodness, it's so refreshing to hear you say that. It's not personal.
Mm,